Millions of years ago, since the earliest existence of man, through to the times of one of the three greatest civilizations of the world, Mohenjo-daro, the river Indus has yielded treasures that man has thirsted for. Time and again the temptation was far too great to resist. The Buddhists found nirvana amongst the peaceful valleys of the north. The Arabs developed trade through land and sea. The Mughals built cities of grandeur, and the British called it their jewel in the crown. Today, vast treasures still lie untapped and unexplored here in the Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
This certainly is an investor-friendly environment that we have created now for them, where there is a good environment existing for mutual benefit, financial benefit to both, to the investor as well as our country. So it's a win-win situation for both. We have executed certain reforms, structural reforms and structural changes which ought to encourage an investor and which ought to give him a better return. Environment that we have created now is far better than most of the countries of the world. The other issue is that we are providing opportunities to the foreign investor to invest in any sector of Pakistan without any restrictions, and also we are allowing them 100% equity. Therefore, I think these are indicators of a very, very welcome investor-friendly environment.
Today's Pakistan enters the 21st century as an equal partner in the Committee of Nations, and its 146 million friendly faces are ready to take on the challenges of the new millennium.
There's assurance of continuity of policies, and there is macroeconomic stabilization and a renewed commitment to investment and to pro-private sector policies. And like I said, there is this vast underfulfilled potential. We need investment, we need economic growth, and we need job creation to achieve this. And that's exactly what we are trying to do.
Flanked by Iran and landlocked Afghanistan in the west, the Central Asian republics and China in the north, and India in the southeast, Pakistan boasts of a major location advantage with a huge and only partially tapped market of hundreds of millions of people.
Some of the other advantages, of course, is that you've got 140 million people. Now, they may not all buy our products, but potentially they are all consumers, if not now, in the future. So there's a lot going for Pakistan and for people operating in Pakistan.
With the affluent Gulf state just across the Arabian Sea and the north a gateway to Central Asia, the opportunities of additional high-consumption markets become endless.
If I look at where I am in this country and the opportunities that we have, I feel there is so much more to do. What drives me for working in Pakistan really is the limitless opportunities. And then I say, we haven't arrived yet.
Spread over almost 800,000 square kilometers, Pakistan has vast and relatively cheap land for setting up industries. And with the rapid ongoing development of the third seaport at Gwadar, the opportunities for the construction, development and the housing sector are enormous.
And what I see is that the ministerial team and their secretaries have been available, and we've been able to consult with them and seek advice, etc. But not only that, but the consistency of policies is carried on through, and I think that's a really important signal that Pakistan and the politics have learned from the past, which is always important, and they're putting now in place, no matter how the politics come together, a consistent future. And you know, we're now enjoying the benefits of that.
Agriculture, still the mainstay of economy, employs roughly half the workforce of the country. Industry and manufacturing GDP has been constantly on the rise, averaging more than 8% annually over the last 40 years.
After especially September 11th, fortunately, now is foreign currency reserves going increase, similar to the 1 year's export or import the volume. And also this interest rate also getting decreased. So fundamental circumstances is getting better than before.
Home to more than 600 foreign companies, Pakistan is a gold mine for those in search of a hard-working, cost-effective trade labor force of over 40 million people. Foundations for knowledge-based industry, information technology and the sciences already exist. Fluent in the English language, thriving call centers, medical transcriptions and data processors are spread all over the country. The environment is set for dynamic growth.
I can tell you, for example, that we have the lowest cost globally in producing baso in terms of salaries. And it's very competitive. We have very competitive numbers there.
With the successful privatization of one of the largest banks of Pakistan, Habib Bank Limited, the government has yet again achieved a milestone in Pakistan's highly developed financial sector, consisting of public, private and foreign banks, financial institutions, investment banks, leasing companies, mutual funds and venture capital fund companies.
As far as interest rates are concerned and exchange rates are concerned, the central bank has opened up the market significantly in the last 3 to 4 years. This also forces businessmen, whether importers or exporters, to deal with constantly changing rates in exchange rates and interest rates. And once they're able to deal with these effectively, they are better positioned to compete internationally.
Reliable infrastructure strengthened by an extensive network of motorways and highways, and a vibrant service sector provides a favorable business environment for both local and foreign investment.
For the last 3 years, we have at least looking at investment in Pakistan with foreigners coming in more than before. And I think the potential for Pakistan to be a center, especially for the excess money in the Gulf area, it really is high potential, especially if we can market ourselves very good for them.
With declining tax and interest rates and extremely liberal investment policies in the region, Pakistan is ready to take on the challenges of international competition and attracting investments. The market capitalization of the Karachi Stock Exchange has crossed the minimum international benchmark of US $20 billion, thus qualifying to be a part of the emerging market index, and has been declared as one of the best performing stock markets of the world.
The Pakistan of today and tomorrow is not the Pakistan of yesterday. We have gone through in the last 5 years a massive transformation in our economy. The economic policies have been revamped. The macroeconomic position is very, very strong. Pakistan is poised for high growth. Already we are touching growth over 6%, and we intend to touch growth up to 8% per year. We provide a level playing field for all investors. All areas are open to everybody, and we allow free flow of capital and profits in and out of Pakistan. So we have come a long way in preparing Pakistan to be an attractive destination for investors, and we invite investors from all over the world to come and join us on this journey to build a new Pakistan where opportunities never end.
You are scaling the peaks of some of the highest mountains in the world, surrounded by scenic beauty that descends all the way to the plains and the desert and into the sea. You are engulfed in history, where the cradle of civilization embraces a diversity of cultures. You are amongst people renowned for their hospitality. You are in a country where business makes sense. You are in Pakistan, where opportunities never end.